Hello everyone, my name is Yvonne Taylor. I'm going to be your coach instructor for today's straight strength workout. This is a basic body weight workout that's going to incorporate some basic body weight exercises to help you with upper and lower body strength. It's ideal for beginners, people who are just starting to work out, or those who are intermediate to advanced that just want to get a good basic workout in when time is of the essence. To do our workout today, we'll need several items, and I have my little set here. Hand weights, if you do have them handy in your home. Those are my heavy hands. Soup cans, if you don't happen to have hand weights. And a resistance band. These will add a little better bang for your buck, for your exercise. And with that, we're going to get started with a really quick warm-up. So let's start with high knees. So we're going to lift and swing the arms. Let's do 4 more for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Continuing with that lower body exercise, let's turn to the side, and this is for the camera, to do some leg kicks. So you might want to do leg kicks. This is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to switch to the other side. It's great to have a mantle. If you don't have a mantle, find a sturdy chair. You can hold the back of it. We're going to kick that leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. From here, we're going to kick across the body, and that's my little hand towel to kind of keep me from sweating. 2, good. 3, 4, 5. This helps you with balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go to the other side. So work on that balance. 1, good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little challenge. 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Moving ourselves to our mid body. We want to just see some twists. So kind of pretend like you're a boxer. We're going to work that mid body just to get the muscles of rotation in your abdominals working. 4, good. 5, 6, pretend you're a prize boxer. 8, 9, and 10. And then let's give ourselves a reach. 2, those that went to dance. 3, good. 4, kind of moving. 5, make it a little competitive. 6, 7, 8, good. 9, and 10. Bring those arms in and circles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring them bigger. 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring them back. 10, good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. So now we should be feeling nice and warmed up in our body. Let's start with one of our basic exercises that's great for the chest and back. I'm going to move some of my props here. I have a mat on the floor. You probably aren't able to see that, but I'm going to move that over. And I'm going to bring in my trusty chair. Move some of my props here. To do some really good push-ups, guys. So push-ups can be done off of the bottom of a chair, where you lengthen your body. We're just going to do 10. Good. 9, 8, 7. Keep your abs tight. 6, 5. Make sure your chair doesn't move. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. That's one way to do a push-up. I'm going to move this chair over. And we're going to show you the more traditional way of doing push-ups. You probably saw my mat pop up, which is good. I do have a mat on the floor, but traditional push-ups are here. And we're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. So push-ups are great exercises to work your chest and back. While we're on our chest and back, we can invite one of our sets of props into our next set of exercises. Still working on the back, use your soup cans or use your weight for bent rows. We lift the arms out to the side. 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good basic exercise. The same exercise can be done with your soup cans or with your weights. For those of you that have bands, you might wonder what the equivalent of that is. Standing up, a bent row, when you're here, is basically working the muscles of your rhomboids, which is between your shoulder blades. If you have mobility issues, and that might be too difficult for you, a trusty band can be your friend. I'm going to stand sideways so you can see that my arm's length is fully extended with a slight bend in my elbow. And I'm going to pull the band apart. As I'm pulling the band apart, I'm pulling my shoulder blades together. And I'm going to add an extra by pulling my abdominals nice and tight. Good. Here's 3. So same exercise for different apparatus. 5. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Let's take this and just place it on the back of our chair. So still in the back muscles, we want to work this really large muscle called the latissimus dorsi, or for many of us, we call that the muscle that holds the back fat. I'm going to use my chair and do what we call a one-arm row. You pull your weights up, and again, you can use your soup cans. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Instead of using the chair, I'm just going to bring myself forward and give you a different technique. Walk 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Bring your body on a slight diagonal for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Now, for those of you that do have the resistance bands, you're probably wondering, how exactly am I going to do that exercise? Well, you do it like this. Take your band, place it on the floor. You're going to put 1 foot on the band, and depending on where you place your foot, that will determine how much resistance you're going to get on your band. If you walk your foot a little bit closer towards your band, you're going to get a lot of resistance. If you walk it further away, you're going to get less resistance. I think I want a lot of resistance on this exercise, so I'm actually going to grip up on my band. Same thing, but you just pull. 2, good. 3, and I'm going to get a little bit more resistance. 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go over to the other side. So using that resistance band, place your hand on your thigh and pull for 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. No resistance bands, no weights, no worries. That's where soup cans or jugs of water come in. You can do a double-armed bent over press by pulling up 2 with those soup cans. 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. So with weights, a resistance band, or our trusty soup cans, you can get a really good workout. Let's keep going. All right, friends. Now we're going to get into the muscles of the upper body. Let's focus on working our biceps and our triceps. I'm going to push my mat back a little bit and bring my chair more into this shot. This exercise is it's called a tricep dip. It's a great exercise to work the back of those arms where we tend to get a little bit more skin as we get older. We're going to bring ourselves here and we're going to do a dip for 10. Notice my fingertips are towards my body, 9, and my elbows are pushing back, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and notice I'm bending my elbows and extending them, and 1. The difference would be dropping my butt and lifting up. We don't want to do that. We want to bend those elbows and bring ourselves up. That's where you get the work from. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's a great body weight exercise for the back of our arms. Many of you might wonder how we would incorporate our soup cans or our weights with the same exercise. Same way. Grabbing those soup cans, bring the arms over the head, and you bring them behind you for 10 and lift. 9 and lift. 8 and lift. 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lovely. So, those of us that possibly have a band at home, you may wonder how you do that exercise with your band. So doing the exercise with the band can be done one of several ways. A tricep kickback. Place one foot on the band, one foot behind you. Bring that band up. Adjust the placement of your hand on the band for more resistance or less resistance. That's a kickback. 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now what we do to one side, we want to do to the other side. But I want to teach you a different technique. Same exercise, same piece of equipment, different technique. But for the sake of balance, let's do this exercise the same way. I'll show you this technique in a moment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. All right. We talked about a different technique for that same exercise with the resistance band. If you don't have room in your space, and I know we're all at home, and our space is going to vary, my idea is to take the band, place it here, and step in front of it. My hand is behind my head, my elbow is facing you, and I'm gonna lift and lower. Now, I may have a tendency to get a little frisky by rubbing your backside. So if you feel like you need to move it, it's okay if you put the elbow towards the side and lift up towards the side, but that's another good way to do this elbow using resistance bands. All right, I did say that this is a nice basic workout. So the next exercise we're going to do is bicep curls. Bicep curls can be done with any of the three props that we have. And right now we're going to do a set of bicep curls with our weights. Just simply bring the weights into the middle of your waistline and simply lift and lower. That's 2. We got 8 more to go. For 8, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. So how do we do that with the cans? Same way. Our soup cans, just mimic the weights the same way. There's 2. We're going to show you a different thing. 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to change the way that I'm holding my cans. You'll notice that the top of the cans are towards the camera. This is called a hammer curl. And you can do this with weights. Give me 3, give me 2 more. Or the soup cans, 1 more. And 5. Lovely. So we've worked our major muscle groups in our back and our chest and our arms, now to the shoulders. We're going to lift that soup can up for a front raise. There you go. 2. Good. 3. 4. And 5. Let's do 5 more. For a set of 10. There you go. Now here's 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lovely. And that's with soup cans. You can do the same exercise with your weights, but I'm going to show you something a little bit different with the weights. We're going to lift both of our arms up and rotate and bring them down. So we want to lift up here and rotate the other way and bring them down. Lift, lower down. There you go. Here's 3. Lower down. Here's 4. Good. 5. Excellent. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Lovely. All right, friends. So we've done a great job working the major muscle groups in our upper body. The other thing we'd like to do is work our lower body. These are my absolute favorite exercises to do. And I'm going to incorporate the use of my chair. So I'm going to put my props down. Boy, they're kind of heavy. I'm going to bring my chair into the shop. My favorite exercise is squats. And squats is something that we all do every day. If you sit down, you're doing a squat. If you stand up and sit down, you're doing a squat. But for exercise purposes, I'm going to pull the chair back for a minute. we're going to show you the exercise technique of squats. Your feet are hip distance apart. You're bringing yourself here. You're going to push down like you're going into that chair and get up. And so let's use the chair to show what that squat looks like. That's 2. Good. That's 3. That's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Track those knees over toes. 9. And 10. And the chair is a really, really good tool, a tactile cue to show you how deep you need to go and how much you need to come up. So I always like to tap my bottom to a chair. Let's do 8 more. Good. 7. Reach those arms. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Awesome. One more set of those squats. It's a great, great workout. So let's do that 10 more using that chair to tap and lift. 9 and lift. 8 and lift. 7 and lift. Track those knees over toes. Oh, for 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Awesome. Great workout. Great work with those squats, my friends. Squats work the muscles of the quadriceps, which are in front of our thighs. But we also want to make sure that we work the muscles of our hamstrings, which are the back of our thighs. Now, because we're doing a body weight work, this next exercise is going to require a lot of tension for you to put a lot of tension in that hamstring. I want you to flex your foot, and I want you to curl your heel towards your glute and tap it down. So this is what we call an isometric contraction, where you're tightening and releasing your muscles. It's not as effective as natural weight, but it's a good way to get some activation in that hamstring. Let's go for 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last 1. And we're gonna go to the other side, then we're gonna bring our chair back. All right, for 10, keep that foot flex, 9, and I will extend, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, last 1. That's one way to activate your hamstrings. Another way to activate your hamstrings is I'm going to bring back my mat into the exercise. Is to place yourself on your mat, and hopefully you can see me. Let me make sure I'm in the shot. Bring yourself back. Place your heels on your chair and lift your hips 1. And make sure those heels are digging into that chair. 3, good. 4, head down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. You really feel that activate the hamstrings, the muscles right in back of your quadriceps of your thighs. So we're going to do that again for another set of 10. For 10, good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Once you do about 3 sets of 10 of those, you're really going to feel those hamstrings activate. And keeping this just a really nice basic workout, I'm coming off the floor, and we're going to do hip extension. So I'm going to bring myself back out of my shot just a little bit. And we're going to extend that hip and work the glutes. The glutes are your hip extensors, and they help to keep your body from being tight in the front. So point your toe back if you've never gone to ballet. This is your first experience with ballet. And we're going to lift the heel 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And then block your feet right next to each other. That gives you a nice lifted buttocks. So whenever we start to go outside, you'll look nice in your jeans. And you'll also have the muscles 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to help you with heavy lifting. You didn't know that, did you? Takes a lot of load off. We're going to do one more for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to turn to the other side so we can do the other side as well. Start with your leg extended, standing nice and tall like awesome ballet dancers. And we're going to lift. Lift that heel. 2. Good. 3. Keep those abs tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step your feet together for a brief reprieve. And then tap back and lift 1. Keep your abs tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring your legs together. And we'll do that one more time. I always see you always see me holding my abdominals because I want them to be tight as well. That helps us with posture. Point your toe. And last time, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then step your feet together. That is a great gluteal exercise, and you will get really solid glutes. So when you're picking up your mulch, you can practice your squat and your hip extension at the same time. The last exercise I want to do is calf raises, because calves are very, very important to our bodies, and we want to make sure that all of those major muscle groups get worked. If you have a chair or a sturdy fireplace like mine, come onto the balls of the feet, and for 3 sets of 10, we're going to lower the heels to hover the floor and then come right back up. That's 1. Good. Here's 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's lower those heels down and bring ourselves right into our cool down and our stretch. Step 1 foot behind you and 1 foot forward. Bring both hands to the top of the thighs. We're going to do a nice static stretch to lengthen out that calf muscle. Good. And then we'll step forward and we'll go to the other side. Just a few seconds. For the all intents of this video, we're only doing about a 10-second hold. It's always recommended that if you're going to do any type of static stretching, you hold that stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. And we'll bring that together. We're also going to do a full body stretch. I want you to do a nice inhale. Bring your arms over your head. Exhale, I want you to bring your body forward. Bring your body forward. And allow your body to hang for 3, 2, 1. Now pull your belly up and stack your spine ever so tall. That gives your body a full back body stretch. The posterior chain of your body is going to be lengthened. Bring those arms down. And I want you to fold forward. So if you've ever taken yoga, this is called a forward fold with the body. And if you've ever taken Pilates, you'll hear me say scoop out your belly. So now you turned your abs on, and I want you to stack yourself tall, one vertebrae at a time. So what you'll feel is probably a release in the back body, and we're going to do that one more time with an inhale, and then just bring it forward. And every time you come forward, you'll probably feel like, wow, I can get a little bit closer to the floor. Scoop the belly up underneath your ribs and pull it up toward your spine and stack your spine tall for good spinal health. Reach the arms overhead. Let's pull it down. One more time. Now we're going to do a side body stretch. Let's bring those arms up. We want to bring our body to the side and reach. So what I'm doing with that top hand is I'm really reaching over to the side and making sure I pull my ears from my shoulders. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And reach, pull that ear, the shoulder away from the ear. Good, I'm bringing a little bit of Pilates principles into this workout. Then I want you to bring your arms forward. Press those arms out. Flip your fingers inside out. So you interlace your fingers and push your palms away from your body. Drop your chin to your chest. Scoop your belly out and reach. This is really a lot of old school stretching, guys, but you haven't grown any new muscles, and what that looks like from here is a reach out and then a scoop forward. If you grow new muscles, then God bless you. Good. But I don't think that we have. And these are just really effective stretches. And we're just going to do the same thing backwards. So now I take my hands, I interlace my fingers, and I'm opening up my chest. And really, this is more a shoulder stretch than it is a chest stretch. A lot of people say this is a chest stretch. This is an anterior deltoid stretch. It stretches the front of your shoulders. If you want to do something for your chest, I would tell you to grab a hold of a fireplace or a door, and then you're going to rotate towards me, and that starts to open up your chest, believe it or not. A lot of people think that that's a chest stretch. That is a front of the shoulder stretch. So I'm going to kind of try to turn and stretch my body here, but this works better in a doorway. All right, let's bring those arms up. Exhale to open and sweep the arms in front. Now let's bring it across, because now we want to stretch those shoulders, yeah? The middle and the back of the shoulder girdle. And then we're going to push the arms forward, and then we want to stretch to the other side. This is where I normally do something kind of cute and place my hand, kind of scoop my head through my elbow, and I'm going to stretch those triceps as well. Let's stretch the other side. The back of those arms did a lot of work. You may not feel it now, but it's my hope that if you do enough of these exercises, that one, you're going to feel it when you first start. And bring those arms down. And the last thing I want to do is stretch out your body. Let's bring those hands to the side. I'm bringing my right ear to my right shoulder and pressing my opposite hand down to really stretch the muscles in my neck. And I'm just going to flip to the other side. I really believe in stretching, guys, because sometimes you'll find jewels. Oh, drop your chin to your chest and press both fingertips away. And then bring your head up. Let's do a nice inhale up. Exhale, open out. Give yourself a big hug and a pat on the back for taking time to invest in you, your health, and your wellness. Until next time, I'll see you. Make it a great day. Bye now.